How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Evan here, and oh man, I finally did it. Finally rebuilt the page on Facebook, the Anonymous Liberty Media. But instead of Liberty, it's Libertry, Libertry Media, and it is good. It's good to know that. And I am very proud, very happy, very happy. Very, very happy that I rebuilt this page on Facebook, because after the hack attack I got the other day, I had to literally rebuild, and it was stressful to even the thought of it, but I had to rebuild my Facebook page. I had to rebuild the Anonymous Liberty page. But it's Anonymous Libertry Media. I don't know if I could go in and edit, but Liberty instead of Liberty, and so I can. Let's see here. Or I can join you. Oops. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see here. So this is tough here. Let's see here. Well, the whole idea of the rebuild and I mean, I understand how people feel when they get hacked. They lose a channel on YouTube, or they lose a page on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snap. I mean, what they built, what they took some time to just to build. Okay, it's not easy to do. It's easy, but it's painstakingly stressful thing to do. But you do it. I mean, just the idea of rebuilding is like your second thought. It is your second, but not yet your thought. I understand how everybody feels. I was hacked the other day on Facebook. I lost a Facebook page. I had to rebuild it all over again. You know, it was stressful, very stressful. Didn't like it, didn't like to do it, but I had to do it to protect myself, you know, my family and friends, and you lose the channel. The one thing you don't that you never think of doing is rebuilding your channel on YouTube, or your page on Facebook or Instagram, or Tumblr or Twitter. But you do it anyway. You move on. But you move on. You have to move on. You have to move on. Because it's part of life. You have to move on. You cannot dwell on what happened. You move on. You pick up and move on. Right? Yeah. So I rebuild the Anonymous Liberty Media channel, page on Facebook. But it's Libertree. T-R-Y. And I'm starting from scratch, gradually, picking up shit. Picking up what? No. But it's worth doing. It's worth doing. It's like, for example here, if I may, having that one phone you have, and it's your only phone. It worked with you. You've had it for years. It still worked. Still makes calls, texts, takes pictures, videos, whatnot. Just make sure you got the SD card and shit. And all of a sudden the phone starts to get old. Starts to slow down, but it still works. And it's the one phone you really love very much, because it's been with you your whole life. Forever. And what do you do? You get a backup. You may get, 2 or 3 backup phones, just in case the phone you're using kind of is dying. It's old. New phones are coming out every year. Brand new phone, advanced phones than the one you're using. Well, this phone here started it all for me on YouTube. Started it all for me on Facebook and Twitter. And it was a phone that started all for me on YouTube. This phone here was the foundation of the Grandmaster Revan channel on YouTube. I would go out back and I would do a video on this phone every day. And when I reached 40 videos on this phone, it was a milestone for me. A huge personal milestone for me. And I started to think, you know what? I need a bigger screen. I need a newer phone. And the next phone I went to was this one. This is the HTC Windows Phone 8X. I needed to update it to 8.1. With 8.1 I could get Cortana on this, but can't. And this phone here, I did videos on YouTube on this one. And, I mean, great pictures and everything. Great pictures and everything else. So, like, let's see here. Okay. On the bottom, the screen's cracked here, across here. A little scratch here. But up here in the corner, chipped, but it still works. No problem. Has Beats Auto. And this was my second smartphone. Second smartphone. And see, Windows Phone. See, the thing is, I wish that Microsoft still made these phones. And I mean, it is a very good phone. And see? It's so good. It's a good phone. And when you hit this part here, you go to Bing. You go to Bing. Why go to Google when you could go to Bing? But I've had pretty good use for this. It's a backup phone, still got it. Internet Explorer. Imagine that shit. Internet Explorer. Let me see if I can download Firefox or something like that. Firefox. Where's the Play Store? The store here. Let me see here. Store. Apps. Mozilla. Firefox. F-O-X. That's what I got on my phone here that I'm using to do this video. And also I got the Firefox on this phone. See here. Let's see here. I got the Firefox, my phone. Also got the right here. Firefox Focus. Mozilla Venezuela. What's that? What is it? Mozilla Venezuela. Let me see here. B-R-O-W-E-R-S. Browser. Takes a while to load to. Okay, there's the U.S. browser, Siri browser, incognito browser. That's what I use on this one. Let's see. Streaming browser, WP torrent, download video to video download. Public news browser. What's that? Huh. Internet download manager. What's that? Internet download manager. No. That's a backup. Might not be using for a while. I got a Actel Fierce XL One Touch. The cover back is kind of scratched. Someone ordered another one to replace the back so I could restore this phone. And but the term rebuild is kind of a tough thing to do. I mean, just the term of rebuilding, whether it's a page or a video on your platforms, or rebuilding a computer or a phone. You look at your device. You're thinking every single device in one small package here. It's a phone, camera, recorder, caller ID. You could get an internet, text, and whatnot. But you can browse the web on this thing. But to me, the rebuild is kind of it is a very tough thing to do. Is that you have to rebuild what you got. You have to rebuild what you got. I mean, you have to rebuild, and it is painful. It is very painful to do. I mean, just the idea of just rebuilding. It is a very insane process, but it happens. It has to happen because of it's a very insane. It's insane. It is fucking insane, you know, really insane. Because you have to realize that the idea of rebuilding, it's insane. Stressful, painful. I mean, you rebuild a page on a platform, a channel on a platform that you've took time to build and build and build and build and build. It's like a phone. You had your phone for a long time. Do you get a backup, or do you rebuild it from scratch again? Do you go to a third party where they could rebuild it for you? No. Well, yes, no, maybe so, but thing is, it's the device you've had a long time. And let's see, not clogging. I'm vlogging. And it's very stressful. Very stressful. And it's just some things that if it happens, if you get hacked, and you lose what you build over the years, the only thing you do is go back and rebuild a new one, brand new. Yeah, it's painful. Yeah, don't want to do it, but it has to be done. It has to be done, period, because if you don't do it, it means you're dwelling. You are dwelling. Even though it's been even though it happened the other day, or a week ago, or a month ago, or even a year ago, you have to move on. That's what I had to do. Rebuild and move on. Rebuild and move on. So I had to do that. I had to seriously do that. I had to move on. I couldn't just like dwell and not do anything, but I had to rebuild. I had to rebuild to connect with family and friends. So I connected. I managed to get it back. This is my so I had to like I had to rebuild. This is the Anonymous Liberty Media. And I had to do it. I had to rebuild. I had to do what I needed to do and what needed to be done. I had to do what needed to be done. I had to rebuild for a reason. I cannot just keep things in a pile of rubble. I had to rebuild. Because we are legion. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. We will always rebuild. We will evolve. We will always evolve. Evolution. Evolve. My name is Grandmaster Evan. I am the founder of the Anonymous Liberty Media. Here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Anchor FM. You can check me out on the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast. On Apple Podcast, Spotify, Castbox, Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Radio Republic, and Pocket Cast. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, check out the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast on Apple Podcast. Let's see here. Spotify, Castbox, Breaker. Google Podcast. Overcast. Radio Republic. And Pocket. Pocket Cast. And Anchor FM. So now we are back. Even though we were gone for a few days because the hack attack I got, we never really left. The media was reborn from the ashes again. Again, I am Grandmaster Evan, and if you got this transmission, you are the Resistance. Remember. And if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification for future videos to come. Alright? Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out.